on that one.
What you got, big guy?
The Olympics start. The opening ceremony starts tomorrow. And I just was kind of wondering about, we've talked about the Olympics a little bit. I think we have before, but I read an interesting article that there's more and more people protesting the hosting of these games by cities. So I guess Los Angeles is supposed to host in 2028. And they're talking about how many billions of dollars that it's going to take to put these games on.
You got to build the Olympic Village.
And what they're talking about is, could you imagine what you could do that for local folks with that kind of money instead of hosting the games? And they were talking about how when they bid these games to do it, like the spending that they do is so over budget and so outrageous that it just continues to grow and get bigger. I forget how much money they say the London Games lost. And they used to point to tourism, that it would bring people in. But a lot of it turned out that a lot of people avoided London for tourism back in 2020. So we're 2024. So 2020 was Tokyo, right?
That sounds right.
2016 was London, maybe. So 2020 in Tokyo, I think, actually happened in 21 or 2 because of COVID. But they were talking about it doesn't actually do anything. And so now more and more of these cities, there's more protest of don't host, because you're going to dump a bunch of money onto the taxpayers that are going to foot the bill and really not see anything out of it outside of the inconvenience. So I guess the Olympics, if there's a favorite summer Olympic or an Olympic memory that you have or anything Olympic wise, but then also wondering like your thoughts on, you know, is there a way where the future of the Olympics actually probably doesn't happen based on countries in these cities saying, we're just not going to do it? Or it becomes on a rotating cycle basis. You'll do like an Asian, a Europe, United States, South America, Australia, like kind of have one centralized place and then, you know, they just rotate them every how many years or whatever. I don't know. Just Olympic topics.
Take away from the fanfare of it and get back to what it's supposed to be, which is just an athletic competition that you can probably do at any high school. Already paid for by the John Q. taxpayer facility.
Well, now some of the stuff like in the summer games, yeah, you could do a lot of that, but like in the winter games, it'd be pretty tough to do.
They actually you're not going to do that in Arizona, but you know, maybe you just do it up there in Canada and let the old Queenie get her money there.
But they actually say the Winter Olympics is cheaper to do than what the summer is, because a lot of where they go for these Winter Olympics, they already have the facilities.
That's what I'm saying. They exist out there. It's just everybody wants to bring in the tourism. But
wow.
What's up?
So Google says the latest estimates put the Paris Olympics and the Paralympics budget. So does that mean that is there a Paralympics going on?
Right after the Olympic Games.
Okay, so they're
both 2 weeks after. I think it's like immediately after they do the closing ceremony.
So they're both
do the Paralympics.
So they're both in. They're both in Paris, I was assuming.
Yes, right? They killed two birds with one stone.
The latest estimates put that these Olympics, their budget for facilities and operations are roughly $9.7 billion. That would make these Olympics less expensive than London, which was holy shit. London was 16.8 billion.
Yeah. Rio
was 23.6 billion, and Tokyo was over 13.7 billion. This is 2 days ago. This article.
And you know what amazes me?
That's insane.
A lot of these things where these facilities are built, like all these organizations that take the social justice stand, don't realize that these facilities are built by slave labor. And the stuff that goes on with those things, like
which one was it in Rio? Was it the Rio one that all the athletes were just bitching that it was just straight trash, like it was a dump? Like
down there, yeah.
Was it Rio?
Yeah, Rio.
Is that was they were getting like they were getting sick because the water was shit, like their infrastructure.
Well, that's like in that river where they're going to do that open water swim. Like they're basically swimming through sewer water.
Yikes!
And like the mayor got in the water to prove that it was good. Like, because I think it was one of them.
No, that's not a fish in your snorkel.
Yeah.
That's a shit turd in your snorkel.
that's exactly what it is.
Egats.
You got a favorite summer Olympic sport?
I haven't watched Olympics in ages.
What was that?
And it's all the allergy medicine.
Olympics.
But growing up, I feel like, is gymnastics winter or summer?
Summer.
Yeah.
Okay, we watched gymnastics.
What was her
at the
name?
House.
What was her name?
I don't know. Short-haired
Carrie.
gal. No. Yeah, Carrie.
She broke her ankle?
Yeah, doing
on the vault?
flip. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the one.
dude. I watched it too.
But then also, Mom watched a lot of ice skating, the figure skating. Mark Hamill?
Greg
Was that-
Louganis?
No, Greg Louganis was the driver. That's
No, Mark Hamill or John Hamill.
Greg
He was definitely
Greg Louganis.
He was definitely an ice skater guy.
Oh, I know who you're talking. Mark's. No, I want to say Mark Scott.
I'm
but that's
pretty
not
sure
right.
it's Hamill.
Mark Hamill is the actor from Star Wars, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Then it's John Hamill. It's something like that.
Well, old Googler machine over there will figure it out.
I'm still trying to find the gymnast.
Carrie
Hammond.
Was it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So
Simone
would you-
Biles is the big one now.
So, are you a bigger fan of the Winter or Summer Olympics?
I'm really kind of middle of the road on it.
I'm all in on winter.
I'm a big winter. More, I like the Winter Olympic Games more because bobsled, luge, skeleton, like some of the skiing stuff is okay.
Carrie Strug.
That's it.
That was her. This little bobtailed little gal here. She
I remember thinking the whole team was pretty good looking gals
And
there
then-
on the American team.
Yeah,
back.
but-
Was it like 96 or 8?
son of a gun.
96 was in Atlanta. That might have been 92.
No, that's 96 then. It was Atlanta probably.
Where is Carrie Strug? Oh yeah, how 92. It was 92.
Okay.
in Barcelona.
Yeah. She this is probably one of the most iconic pictures I think I ever remember out of Carrie. It was 96, guys. I'm so sorry. Where was Carrie Strug now? I look at her life and career of Olympics since their start since 1996 Summer Games. But it was with her coach.
The guy's name's like Doug or something like that.
Now this says Bella something.
Jenna agrees with you, Bella something.
Bella Caroli. Bella Caroli.
He wasn't from around these parts.
Yeah, no, he was carrying her off the deal there.
We gave him citizenship to come coach gymnastics.
Is that what it was?
Probably a Russian defector.
Yeah.
Probably a
Communist defector.
KGB guy, probably.
Well, that would have been
Lucky
fall
him.
of communism was what, early 90s?
I don't know. Really
Somewhere-
wild deal.
somewhere around there?
So Summer Olympics for me. Hey, let me see that nickel here. Let's just put it right there. The Summer Olympics for me, I don't know. Like I'm probably like a more of a. I like diving, like swimming and diving and shit like that. Like Michael Phelps and the
Katie Ledecky?
Ledecky and
Or
like
who's
that.
the local girl?
Yeah, whatever her name was. I can't-
Lily?
Lily King. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like all those swimming stuff, the diving shit's pretty cool. And then like I don't know, you go old school track like the hammer throw and the javelin and stuff like that.
You just like some of them East German women tossing
well,
that hammer.
her niece with the old unibrow there. Shakari Richardson, I'm really going to be pulling hard for her.
I bet you
Because
are.
any chick that can burn a doob and still run like a I don't know
Bat
how
out of hell.
Jesus Christ, she's scary fast and still can smoke the reefers.
I
you know what I
think-
mean. I think she's all in my book.
I like from the summer games. We were talking about it today. I like the race walking because it's such a wild thing to watch them do that. Because oh my gosh!
Have you
to
ever
watch them.
seen? Okay, so I'll talk about it more on Friday, but I went to a concert on Sunday night, and there was a particular artist that was opening for this show that I was just totally random why this person was there, but he has a song called "Tiptoeing in My Jordans." Like it's a rap song, and he's a white feller, and there's so many memes on the internet that have dubbed that song over the race walking.
Yeah,
And it's probably some of the funniest shit you ever seen in your life.
yeah.
We'll
But
have to
I
go
like
check that out.
watching boxing. Like I'll catch a boxing match.
I guess I didn't realize they boxed in the Olympics.
Yeah, boxing, and then like some of the stuff you don't watch a ton, like the wrestling, like some of those guys get after it.
Yeah, that's cool.
The all the shooting, some of the shooting sports is pretty cool because that's, you think about you shooting a gun and then you realize like they do it like 10 out of 10 times.
That winter shooting, the biathlon shit, man, oh man, that stuff's nuts.
How you can calm your heart rate down to shoot straight.
Yeah.
But I don't like in the Olympics, like they're doing breakdancing as an Olympic sport.
What?
That's dumb to me.
Yeah, well, whatever tickles your pickle.
Yeah.
Isn't ping pong an Olympic sport, or is that not a thing anymore?
No, I
let's
think it
talk
is.
more ping pong.
Yep.
You ever heard that?
We just all did.
Well, it's from Christopher Walken.
Ping pong, badminton, fencing. Dave, you strike me as a big fencing guy.
Nah, I don't know. I'm not very quick. I need a heavier sword. I can go strong out of the gate, but the
Oh my God, you should see this list.
Oh boy.
Ay caramba. 3-on-3 basketball, archery, artistic gymnastics, artistic swimming, athletics, BMX racing, badminton, basketball, beach volleyball, boxing, breaking,
Beach volleyball. That's the breakdancing.
canoe slalom, canoe sprint, diving, equestrian, fencing, freestyle BMX, golf, handball, hockey, judo,
there's an Olympic golf team.
Yeah,
Yep.
Xander Schauffele was the Olympic champion.
marathon swimming, modem pentathlon.
Modern pentathlon.
It's totally modern. Yep.
Yep.
Mountain biking, rhythm gymnastics. Ooh, rhythmic gymnastics.
Jazzercise.
Road cycling, rowing, rugby sevens, sailing, shooting, skateboarding, soccer, sport climbing, surfing, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, track cycling, trampolining, triathlon, volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling.
How do you judge trampolining?
I don't know.
Hey, look how high I could jump.
No shit. You think they got the two dudes that are like
Bouncing the one in the
Yep.
middle?
You think
Probably.
they got the turbo bouncers?
It's a big
too?
old love fest.
Oh god.
Man, I bet we could bounce a little guy pretty high.
Oh,
Well, I think
good
I saw
God. Could
something-
you imagine if we had one of them blobs like on heavyweights?
That would be awesome.
Jeez Louise. You imagine how we could send Will Billy to the moon if we could on that
I'd like to
bastard.
see him again. So.
Yeah.
I saw something on TikTok, like the Olympic surfing in 2024 was
Oh
going to
my
be.
Gosh.
Olympic surfing is in Tahiti.
You ought to see all of the people.
It's the Paris Games, but they're surfing in Tahiti.
Is Tahiti part of that? Are they like a, how we are with Puerto Rico?
A French colony.
There you go.
You ought to see the list
I
of
don't know.
countries that are involved in this games.
Most of them.
I'm not reading them all.
I think that's what
'Cause
makes it the Olympics.
I've scrolled like 40 times.
They need to just get everybody to throw some money together. Here's what they need to do.
It goes all the way from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe.
Yep, all of them. They need to take all that money they've been spending, put it all in there together, and they need to just. Greece was hurting for money. They need to just get the old the
original Olympics
and all built
in the
back
cathedral?
up. There you go.
Coliseum.
Coliseum. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, they need to get that all jazzed back up and just do the Olympics there every year.
How long?
under Zeus's watchful
How
eye.
long was the Olympics? I wonder how long they used to be. Like just a couple days, a couple months. I mean,
I bet it was a couple months because I imagine you had folks taking 3 months to get there.
yeah, you're right.
Walking.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
That I've just now noticed. Are your irises not completely round?
I don't know. It might be all the allergy medicine.
Either that or I'm tripping balls, but it looks like your black circles on your eyes are not completely round.
They might not be.
They look a little oblongy.
Hmm.
Wild.
be
I'll take
hives.
one of those, Miss Mama Smoke. One of the
I will
old.
too. Maybe that'll straighten my eye.
Now, are
people
you
out.
drinking that hard Mountain Dew, you dirty devil?
French
You
Polynesian.
can have it. That shit's gross.
So it is a colony of.
So there was
French
five.
Polynesian. Yeah, so Polynesians are French.
There was five sites under French jurisdiction
Jurisdiction?
applied to host Olympic surfing: Barats, La Canal, Les Landes, La Torche, and Tehopoho. All but Tehopoho are in
I
France
love
proper.
whenever he reads shit like that.
And all
then,
those in
like, tries
France
to pick
proper,
up
but
their
La Torche are in the southwest of the country
La
specifically.
Torche. Guys, I'm all in on the Olympics. I'm definitely more of a winter guy, but I mean, if it's on TV on the summer stuff, I'll probably watch it.
I'll say this, as a young lad growing up, watching the opening games and America stroll in like we owned it.
Isn't Snoop Dogg leading in some people, or is that just fake news on the internet? I heard he was like carrying the flag in front of the.
That's LeBron James.
No, Snoop Dogg.
Okay. I support that.
It might be fake news, but there's something about him being there, and he's going to lead to something team into the.
My late grandparents on the Masoner side went to the Atlanta ones.
So, Kerry Strug break that ankle.
Yeah. Well, no.
I bet
mean,
somebody.
they just went to like the village or like the park or whatever. They didn't go to like the.
I wonder which son of a bitch told her to break a leg before she went. Speaking of that, remember Nancy Kerrigan and
Nancy Kerrigan and
Tanya Harding. That
yeah.
bitch got sliced with a damn skate.
No.
Yeah.
She got clubbed with a lead pipe.
Yeah.
Well, didn't
Billy
one of
clubbed her.
Didn't one of them
thinking
slice
of
of his skate? Tanya Harding and.
No, Tanya Harding beat Nancy Kerrigan's knee, so she couldn't.
Well, I think she had it beat, right? She didn't actually do it. She had somebody go in and club her during practice.
Oh, raw footage. Yeah, never mind.
She was leaning on the rail.
No skate slicing, just an old
like,
Billy.
My knee, my
and they were like
knee.
the same. They were both on the same country, right?
Yeah, they're both.
Yeah, Tanya and Nancy. were
was
both
the-
Americans.
Was the favorite when Tanya did the old beating.
I'll beat you with this bitch stick. I guarantee you ain't winning no gold.